Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning severe weather update. So, a dangerous derecho is likely today across North Texas and southern Oklahoma as we have level 4 out of 5 moderate risk of severe weather for southern Oklahoma and North Texas in the red shaded area. We have an enhanced risk in the orange surrounding that, a slight risk in the yellow areas as well as the mid-Atlantic coast, and a marginal risk in the dark green shade areas. And taking a look at our tornado probabilities within 25 miles of a location today, we have a 5% chance of a tornado touching down within 25 miles of a location today across much of North Texas and Oklahoma in the brown, as well as areas of eastern Virginia and western Maryland. Make sure you're on guard for a few scattered tornadoes if you live in the brown shade areas today, and isolated tornadoes if you live in the green shade areas today. But as I mentioned before, our primary threats are going to be damaging winds and large hail, especially the damaging winds, as we have a 45% chance of damaging straight line winds of 58 miles per hour stronger within 25 miles of a location today across southern Oklahoma, North Texas along the Red River, 30% chance in the red, 15% chance in the yellow, 5% chance in the brown. And if you live anywhere in this hatched area across the northern half of Texas and the southern 3/4 of Oklahoma, make sure you're on guard for destructive wind gusts of 75 to 100 miles per hour today, as very, very dangerous wind gusts are expected with this derecho as we go through this afternoon and evening across especially the pink, red, and hatched areas. And looking at our hail threat, we have a 30% chance of quarter-sized hail or larger within 25 miles of a location across much of North Texas, the Panhandle, Oklahoma Panhandle, and Oklahoma in the red, 15% chance in the yellow, 5% chance in the brown. Make sure you're also parking your cars in the garage if you live across this large hatched area, as you could be seeing golf ball to tennis ball to baseball size hail, and up to softball and grapefruit size hail is also likely with some of these storms, especially across Texas and Oklahoma as we go into the afternoon and evening hours. I'm going to be showing you the summary real quick. A severe weather outbreak is possible during or across the southern plains today. A few tornadoes, destructive wind gusts of 80 to 100 miles per hour, and giant hail up to 5 inches in diameter are likely. Strong gusts and perhaps a couple of tornadoes are also possible along portions of the East Coast. So these are going to be very destructive storms across Texas and Oklahoma today, so make sure you are preparing for this. Timing out our storms with a 12Z run of the HRRR model. Storms are going to initiate as we go into about 4 o'clock in the Oklahoma-Texas panhandles, and then rapidly expand in coverage as we go into about 6 o'clock across the panhandle, West Texas, southwestern Oklahoma, producing large destructive hail up to 5 inches in diameter as they form. And then going into 7 and 8 o'clock, this is when our derecho threat will really ramp up across West Oklahoma, the Texas Panhandle, West Central Texas, with a cluster of supercells potentially north of Dallas-Fort Worth, producing hail up to 4 to 5 inches in diameter. And then as we go into 9 and 10 o'clock, destructive wind gusts between 80 and 100 miles per hour will move southeast across the Red River in North Texas and southeastern Oklahoma, pushing the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area as we go into about midnight tonight, 1 a.m., and then push across northeast Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, through areas like Tyler, Longview, Sulphur Springs as we go into about 1 to 2 a.m., through Texarkana around 2 to 3 a.m., into Shreveport around 3 to 4 a.m., before weakening as we go into about 5 to 6 a.m. across southern Arkansas, northern Louisiana, but still potentially producing wind gusts up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, even into central Arkansas and north central Louisiana. So this is a major derecho threat today across North Texas and Oklahoma, so make sure you are getting ready for this if you live across the region today.